Welcome to The Bright Side of 50, the podcast that celebrates life, wisdom, and the vibrant journey that can be ours when we embrace the second half of life. I am your host, Carla Palmer. Together, we will explore the stories, memorable experiences, and the teachable moments that make life after 50 truly incredible. Now, let's get into today's topic, shall we? Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to another episode of The Bright Side of 50 with Carla Palmer. Thank you for being in the house once again, or thank you for being here for the first time. I appreciate your presence. All right. So today we're going to be talking about lifestyle creep. Do y'all know what that is? Do you know what that is? It's not a person. If you're thinking it's a person, it's not a person. Lifestyle creep. I just learned about this today. Okay. Plain and simple. Lifestyle creep is when your income goes up and your spending creeps right up to meet it. You don't even notice the shift. It just happens. If you think about it, it's the perfect name, right? So this is, like I said, from the Dave Ramsey page. Dave Ramsey is a financial guru that really inspires people and gives them strategies to get out of big time debt. All right. So I just happen to be on this page because I am currently on a no spend month. All right. A no spend month. What is that exactly? Let me see if I can explain it really quickly. So no spending means anything outside of my basic needs, I am not spending money on. So whatever I need to pay my rent, whatever I need to, put gas in my car, food in my belly from the grocery store, and any other, bills that I have reoccurring on a regular basis. That's really sticking to my budget and not going outside of that to purchase things that I want and not need. Okay. Does that make sense? So lifestyle creep is a part of this because it's really helping me to understand where some of my money is going. Because I have these impulses oftentimes to purchase some shoes or purchase, a bag or some new earrings or a new lip gloss. Those are not needs. Those are things that I want because they look cute. They look good in the moment and I want to take it home. I am not a window shopper. I don't know about you, but I do not like going out and looking in windows and trying on clothes or feeling something and I can't take it home and I go home with nothing. I don't like that. I don't like the way that feels. I like to take things home. So this is really helping me because at the end of the year in 2023, we always do this. New year coming up, new year, new me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Well, one of the things that I always look at is how is your spending? Your income may have increased a little bit by way of your side hustle, by way of a promotion or raise at work, whatever. What are you doing with that money? Are there any financial goals that you had that you have not been able to complete or achieve because of your impulse shopping? So I started looking at that. And I'm not going to tell you any numbers because that's not important. I'm not going to tell you any numbers, but I will tell you that I have been doing some excessive spending in areas that could, come down a little bit. Dining out is one of them. If you think about where I live, LA is expensive. I know like the East Coast is expensive. There are places that are really expensive to live in, right? Just basic needs expensive. And I like to go to happy hours. I like wine. I like a cute drink in a cute little glass. But when you think about putting a drink into the order of a happy hour, I don't know, pizza, sandwich, bites or something, it skyrockets because even the happy hour price could be like $10, right? You're going to happy hour to save money, but you still end up spending a lot of money. So I was looking at that. I was looking at those charges on my statements. And then I was also looking at my shopping, my impulse shopping, because I like cute stuff. And sometimes oftentimes the cute stuff is a little expensive. So I had to look at those things. And a friend of mine, she's doing this challenge with me and she was looking at her spending. She's more of a impulse shopper with smaller items. I'm more of like a kind of big purchases on the cost side. But we both got some issues and we need to address them if we want to reach our goals, our financial goals. So we're doing this no spend challenge, and it has been eye-opening for me, especially on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I want to do what I've always done, and that is go have fun however I want to have fun, make myself happy. I think a lot of it is therapy for me, retail therapy and dining out therapy and treat myself therapy because I deserve it. And there isn't anybody out there doing it for me, so I can do it for myself. You can, Carla. You can do it for yourself, but you also need to think about what paying off, a debt, which the only debt that I have is my property in Oklahoma, but that's rental property, that's income property, and I'm not really worried about that. But other things that I desire, like increasing some of my savings, taking more money and utilizing it to grow in some sort of investment vehicle, right? Stock market, crypto, digital currency, like all those things, like I could be doing that. I could be doing that, and I should be doing that. I should be planning better for retirement. I still want to travel. I should be putting money aside for this trip that I want to take this year. And I can better do all of that if I get a hold of my budget. Like, let's see what some other things are here. Hey, sis. Hey, I just wanted to take a moment to ask you, have you subscribed to The Bright Side of 50 with Carla Palmer? If you have not, could you please take a moment, if you like the podcast, take a moment now to hit the subscribe button so that you become a subscriber. Turn on your notifications so that you're notified when a new episode drops, okay? Also, follow me on Instagram. I am The Bright Side of 50 over there on Instagram too. Thank you so much. Now I'll let you get back to the episode. Signs of lifestyle creep. It says here, your money goals are at a standstill, just like what I was just saying. You may have earned more money, but your money goals are still at a standstill, or they're still at the same level of you investing in those things or paying some things off or saving for that vacation, because you've been doing other things, other impulsive things with that money that is new in addition to the money that you were making before. All right. So that's a sign of a lifestyle creep. Your spending has gone up, but your savings has not. Another sign of a lifestyle creep. So pay attention to that. It says if your spending is on the rise, but your savings isn't, that is another clue that you might be experiencing this lifestyle creep. Little luxuries have become common habits. Little luxuries. Yes. I love a little luxury now and then, but I can, indulge a little bit too much. So this is a good one for me. Little luxuries becoming a common habit. Yes, I'm not going to tell you what those are, but yes, they are becoming common habits, and I need to watch that. Let's see here. It says, maybe it's not coffee for you. Maybe it's buying a lunch every work day, or getting pedicures each week and getting a $13 cocktail every time you go out to dinner. I don't know where no $13 cocktails are, but they are certainly not in LA. Cocktails usually start at about $18 here in LA. And sometimes you are not just getting one cocktail. So that is a little luxury. The daily coffees, man. I go to this coffee shop on Fridays called La La Land Kind Cafe. They are in Houston and here in Los Angeles. And it's my favorite coffee shop ever. It's beautiful in there. The people are so kind. It's Kind Cafe for a reason, and they support foster youth. So if you ever see a La La Land Cafe, know that some of your spending is going to support foster youth with work readiness, soft skills, job training, like all the things. So support Kind Cafe, La La Land Kind Cafe. Anyway, so La La Land has coffee drinks. They have avocado toast. They have overnight oats. They have pastries. They have, little treats and coffee drinks. So you can easily spend, $8 to $10 on a coffee if you're adding additional kinds of milk, that kind of thing. It's going to go up, and then you add the tip. I have gone to La La Land Cafe, and I have seen people in there who have come, and I stay there for quite a while on Friday mornings. I've seen people come in there twice. They come in for their early morning coffee, and then they will come in again a few hours later to get their late morning or early afternoon coffee drink. Now that's about $20 in one day. I asked one customer, I really like her. I asked her how often she comes. She says, "Oh, I live around the corner, so we come every day and sometimes a couple of times a day." Do the math, y'all. Do the math. Now, maybe she's not somebody who has to, do any sort of budget restrictions or anything like that. Maybe she's got endless coins. And if she lives in the area where this particular La La Land Cafe is, then she got something. You're not over there living in that area if you have no money. So maybe she's not a good example. But what I'm using this example to say is that $20 or even $8 a day, do the math. I'm sure she's coming also on the weekends. That's money, for somebody who is like me, trying to redirect some of this spending to places that are going to help me accomplish financial goals. That's a significant amount of money that could be going towards saving for a vacation, investing in the stock market, buying crypto, or putting money in a savings account for an emergency. All right. So that was another thing that they said. Here's another thing. Why lifestyle creep is harmful. The problem is mindless spending. The problem is letting your money do whatever instead of telling it to do what you want it to do. Yeah, I agree with that. I have caught myself looking at a statement, letting my money do whatever, and it ends up not serving you well in the end. And listen, don't let some sort of lifestyle emergency come about and you don't have the money in your savings account to, address those issues, whether it's medical bills or a super big car issue, where maybe you have to get another car, or you have to have, a $3,000 to $5,000 repair on that car. You got to be ready for that stuff. And so if you are letting these little luxuries or big luxuries on a regular basis take your money, for the sake of feeling good in the moment or having a new pair of shoes or a new handbag, then yeah, we probably need to refocus our spending and then get some things in order. Usually a no spend month is what it takes. Sometimes people do it twice. They do it back to back in 2 months. So that's like 60 days. Do what you got to do. If this is something that you're inspired to do because you know that you need to do it, then hey, let's get on this bandwagon. All right. I started March 1st and I might take it to April 30th. Who knows? But I wanted to share that with you because I know that there has to be somebody in this audience who knows they need to cut back a little bit, who knows that they have some goals that should take priority over spending and letting your money tell you where it's going instead of you telling your money where it needs to be going. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I am not preaching. I am sharing because this is something that I too am working on. So again, I want you to know that we're all in this thing together, living on the bright side of 50. Getting our finances in order is going to be awesome for us on the bright side of 50. And if I have repeated this in other episodes, I'm sorry, but I want it to sink in for all of us because that's how we're going to get to that next level, because we're always growing, evolving, and elevating to live life to the fullest, physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. I've said that financially, in our relationships with money, and in our relationships with people. Y'all, we want to do this second half of life right, and we want to do it in abundance in all areas. Okay, so thank you again for being here. Please like, share, subscribe to the podcast. Hit the subscribe button if you're here on YouTube. If you're listening to me and watching me on Spotify, please share this out with somebody this will bless. And also turn on your notifications, follow the podcast, comment on the Q&A section below. Get involved, y'all. Let's grow this community together. You can follow me on Instagram at The Bright Side of 50. I also have a health and fitness movement, GYSB movement, also on Instagram. And I'm on TikTok as GYSB movement. And I'm also on YouTube. So find me there. All right. It's been great, as always, spending time with you. And I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.